Assalamu alaikum. I am Nilufar Yasmin. Hello, my dear students. How are you? I hope all of you are fit and fine. I am your science teacher. Welcome to my online class. Dear students, in your last class, I discussed with you chapter 11, Weather and Climates. And I also discussed with you weather. So, what is weather? Weather is the temporary state or sky and the atmosphere at a certain place. Weather is different in different places and at different time of the day. And I also discuss with you climate. So what is climate? Climate is the changes of usual weather pattern in a certain area. It can also be described as the average weather condition of a certain area for a long period of time. So my dear students, today I discuss with you components of weather and climates. Okay, my dear students, please take your science book and open your book, page number 77. All of you ready to read? Okay. The components of weather and climate. We have already learned about the weather components such as temperature, humidity, wind, cloud, rain, and air pressure. The components of weather are also the components of climate. So, dear students, now I discuss with you temperature. We feel hot or cold in our daily life. Temperature is how warm or cold the air is. We can describe the weather like a hot sunny day or cold sunny day. When the sun rises in the morning, air becomes warmer and temperature goes up. When the sun sets, the air becomes cooler and temperature goes down. These temperature changes are called as diurnal change. Due to the sun's position in the sky, these changes occur. Now I discuss with you humidity. We describe the weather as humid when the air around us feels wet and sticky. Humidity is a measure of how much moisture is in the air when we use wet and dry to describe the weather. Now I discuss with you wind. Wind is moving air. Wind can be strong or weak. Wind can be measured by its direction and speed. Wind direction is the direction from which wind originates. For example, a northerly wind blows from the north to the south. Wind strength can be easily described by observing hosting, school flag, trees, and so on. Wind cause weather changes. For example, cloud of a certain area is blown to other area by wind. Wind also moves clouds from the sky and make it clear. Winds are formed when the sun heats up some parts of the earth more strongly than others, and the difference in temperature makes the air move. Sometimes the weather can be very powerful, bringing violent storms or cyclones. Dear students, now I discuss with you rain. Small cloud droplets aggregate into a big water drop. Big water drops cannot float in the sky and then fall on the earth as rain. Sometimes we see hails drop during rain. Hail is a type of frozen rain in the form of balls or irregular lumps of ice. My dear students, now I discuss with you cloud. Sea or river water evaporates due to the heat of the sun and it becomes water vapor. When water vapor in the air is cooled, water vapor condenses on a tiny dust to form a small water droplet. These small water droplets float in the sky as a cloud. You can see many kinds of clouds. Clouds are classified by their shape and their height above ground. Fog is a kind of clouds that you can feel or touch at the ground. When fog accumulated on something like leaves or grass and form tiny water droplet, then it is called dew. Whereas haze is made from dry particles such as dust. Dear students, now I discuss with you air pressure. We have learned already about it. Air pressure, I repeat it again. Air pressure is the force produced by the weight of the air pressing down on the Earth's surface. Wind blows from high pressure to low pressure area. Sand surface becomes warmer than water after placing under the sunlight. Also, sand surface cools down first under the shade. Based on this experiment, we can conclude that the land sand heats up and cools down faster than the water. This is also activity heating sand and water. So, dear students, in your textbook, page number 77, you can see our activity. Activity which name is humidity and rainfall. So, what to do? Observe monthly rainfall and average humidity in Dhaka as shown in table below. Number 2. Determine the relationship between rainfall and humidity. Comparing should focus on rain, season and winter. Number 3. Share your idea with your parents or brothers sisters. So my dear students, you can see a table where has 3 columns. First column is month columns. Second column is monthly rainfall and third column is monthly average humidity. So January, monthly rainfall 8 and monthly average humidity 54. February, monthly rainfall 32 and monthly average humidity 49. March, monthly rainfall 61 and monthly average humidity 45. April, 137 monthly rainfall or 55 monthly average humidity. May, 245 monthly rainfall and 72 monthly average humidity. June, monthly rainfall 315 and 79 monthly average humidity. Or July, 329 monthly rainfall or monthly average humidity 79. August, monthly rainfall 337 or monthly average humidity 78. Or September, 248 monthly rainfall and monthly average humidity 78. And October, 134 monthly rainfall or monthly average humidity 72. And November, monthly rainfall 24 or monthly average humidity 66. And last one is December, monthly rainfall is 5 or monthly average humidity 63. So dear students, share your idea with your parents or brother or sister. So based on these tables. So humidity is the measure of how much moisture is in the air. The lower the humidity, the lesser the moisture in the air. During rainy season, the monthly average humidity and rainfall is higher than those in other months. The southwest seasonal wind brings much moisture from the Bay of Bengal during rainy season. This moisture causes heavy rainfall. The northwest monsoon wind brings cold, dry air from the northern land in winter. So, dear students, now I discuss with you extreme weather. So, each of the weather components change all the time. When one of the weather components changes beyond a normal range, we experience the severe and or extreme weather. We face various damage such as loss of human life and resource. So my dear students, next class I discuss with you heat wave and cold wave, flood drought, nor'wester, tornado and cyclone. Okay, no more today. Please note down today's homework. Read page 77 and do activity. Okay. So my dear students, I hope you have finished your writing. If you have any inquiry, please contact with me. Thank you.